So picture this. You're up in the attic, dust everywhere, and you stumble upon your grandfather's old beaten up notebook. You crack it open, and inside there's just this one simple, kind of cryptic piece of advice. At first, he probably just shrugged it off. Okay, Grandpa, whatever that means. But fast forward a decade, he's been grinding, struggling, and he finds that notebook again. And suddenly, it all just clicks. Wealth isn't about getting lucky. It's something you have to grow. And that old notebook, well, it wasn't just random thoughts. It was a map. And that's exactly what we do here. Welcome to my channel, The Financial Exit, where we decode the maps to financial freedom. Today, we're diving deep into that exact map. We're going to break down 40 powerful laws from that lost notebook and turn them into a real actionable system for your own financial exit. Now look, don't worry, this isn't going to be some boring list of 40 rules to memorize. No way. The real magic here is that it's a whole system, a philosophy really, and it's all built on 3 fundamental pillars that work together. If you can get a handle on these 3, you've basically mastered the entire map. All right, so let's jump in. Pillar number 1, the mindset of money. Think of this as the foundation of your entire financial house. I mean, you can't build a skyscraper on shaky ground, right? Before you can build anything that lasts, you've got to get your own head straight. Believe it or not, your bank account is almost always a mirror of what's going on up here. This brings us to a huge one. Law number 4. It says money will not fix a hollow heart. I mean, just think about it. Chasing status, buying that flashy car or expensive watch just to impress people you don't even really like, it's a game you just can't win, and it only drains your bank account. Real wealth, that's about self-respect. It's buying something nice because you want it, because you earned it, not because you're looking for a pat on the back from somebody else. And part of that strong mindset is learning the power of privacy. You know, like Law 5 says, keep your wealth quiet. Why? Well, because when you start broadcasting every little win, you invite envy, you invite takers, and it's just draining. It's so much better to work in silence. Let your net worth grow like the roots of a giant tree. Deep, strong, and completely unseen. Trust me, your progress will make all the noise you need. Okay, so once that foundation is solid, it's time to build on it. Let's move to pillar 2, growing your money. This is your engine. This is your offense. Your mindset was the defense. Now it's time to put some points on the board. This is all about actively making your money work for you. And this goes right back to that very first law in the notebook. Law number 1, plant money trees. So what's a money tree? It's basically any asset that makes you money even when you're sleeping. You know, an index fund, an online store, a rental property, whatever. You start with a tiny little sapling, you water it consistently with contributions, and then you let it grow. Because here's the hard truth. If the only way you make money is by treating your time, your entire financial garden dies the second you can't show up to work. Now, this one is one of my favorites from the notebook. Law 17, the one right swing. Think of it like a baseball player. You don't have to swing at every single pitch. You just wait for that one perfect pitch right down the middle. This isn't about being lucky, it's about being prepared. It's that one huge opportunity, maybe a market crash, maybe a new tech trend that can literally launch you 10 years into your financial future. You can't know when it's coming, but you can absolutely be ready for it with cash on the sidelines. So how do you get ready for that big swing? Well, Law 31 has this awesome piece of advice. Seek streams, not just stickers. What does that even mean? A sticker is just the price of a stock on a screen. It's a paper gain. It looks nice, but poof, it can disappear tomorrow. A stream, on the other hand, that's real cash hitting your bank account. A dividend payment, rent from a property. That's real. That's the stuff that builds the confidence in the capital to take that one right swing when it comes. And that leads us perfectly into our final and maybe the most important pillar. Pillar 3, building your fortress. This is all about defense. Look, making money is great, it's exciting, but it's only half the game. If you can't protect what you earn, all that hard work, all that offense, it can all be wiped out in a heartbeat. Let's talk about Law 27 for a second. This is about the silent killers of wealth. Those little habits that just bleed you dry. That daily $7 coffee, the subscriptions you don't even use. They feel like nothing, right? But what this chart shows is kind of terrifying. Compounding isn't just for investing. It works backwards too. Over 10, 20 years, these tiny, insignificant leaks can literally sink your entire financial ship. So, what's the cornerstone of a great defense? It's your safety net. Law 37. I'll be honest, it's the most boring part of finance. It's just a pile of cash sitting there, covering 3 to 6 months of your expenses. It's not sexy, but it is absolutely critical. Why? Because this little pile of boring cash is what transforms a life-destroying catastrophe, like losing your job, into just an annoying inconvenience. And that peace of mind, that's what gives you the guts to go on offense and invest for the long term.
So there you have it, the 3 pillars. A strong mindset as your foundation, a powerful growth engine for your offense, and an unbreakable fortress for your defense. You see how they all work together? That's the system.
And all of this, everything we've just talked about, it hinges on the final, most powerful law in the entire book, Law 40. And it's brutally simple. No one is coming to rescue you. Not your boss, not the government, no one. The person who's going to build your financial freedom is you. It's about taking radical, total responsibility, starting right now. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought, straight from the notebook. The day you stop waiting for someone else to save you, the day you start actually building, that's the day your whole life changes. So the real question is, when is your day going to be? Hey, if this breakdown gave you some value, if you're feeling ready to start building, then do me a huge favor and help us grow this community. Go ahead and hit that like button, definitely subscribe so you don't miss the next piece of the map, and drop a comment below. I really want to know which one of these laws hit you the hardest. Thanks for watching, and welcome to the Financial Exit.